Welcome back, all my Minecrafting friends. It is time for the Day 3 player update of the March 2015 Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, the Zero Chunk Challenge. And I am broadcasting here from the lovely Dirtville server. This is my house in Spawn Village. Here is my security guard. Here's my dog. I have more dogs in the back, and so this is where I will be broadcasting this episode from. So let's get started on the list. Let's start with Derp Guru. Derp Guru is building something out of spruce logs and stone bricks and andesite blocks, and I think it's a house. Okay, next we have Baker Bell. Baker Bell started her episode by doing some exploring. She brought back some cows, or at least a cow, and built a little pen for it. Then she put some 3 chickens in there with the cow, and then she made bread. She found a diamond. She went mining, and she came back up and worked on the perimeter wall a little bit. Next we have Sell In Gaming, also known as Ben. He started out his episode by collecting some sand. Then he did some exploring, found some sugar cane, got back to base, finished off the roof on his house, so his house is looking good. Then he started having some lag, and some skeletons were approaching his house, and rather than running the other way, he decided, I have to kill these skeletons. So he ran out there and hit the skeletons, and then the lag kicked in, and the skeletons killed him while he was lagging out, which isn't fair, but you know, what can you do? You know, might have been a better choice to run the other direction when you knew that you were having lag, and you knew that there were skeletons there, and you knew that, you know, you didn't have full health or armor or anything like that already. But you know, stuff happens, and he says he'll be back in April, which will be fun, because April is going to be even more dangerous and difficult than March was. I think Derp Guru and Boonslayer are not going to be happy with April, but we'll see. Okay, next we have Team Colony. Team Colony currently, I believe, is made up of OG, New Azusa, Viv Cakes, Frank and Honest, which is sounds like 2 people, but it's actually 1. It's actually Mike Deadman. Momo, which is Mom of Miners, and Crafter of Mines, which Crafter of Mines, that is a really good name for a Minecrafter, you know. So anyway, they built a very nice. I guess it was Momo that built a very nice monument for Soma and Diamond Girl, which died in the last episode, and they worked on the perimeter, getting their kill holes, you know, their little kill windows for killing zombies and skeletons outside of the base. And they also found some diamonds while one of them was down mining. So next we have the team of Murphy and Dan, or Murph and Dan. They started their episode by fishing, and they did well, caught plenty of fish, came back to the base, cooked the fish, then they decided to go caving, came back. One of them ate a puffer fish, but he recovered. They built another deck on an adjoining tree from their treehouse that they have, so now they have another deck, and they made some armor. Not full armor yet, but you know, anything's better than nothing. In fact, how come I don't have full armor? What is wrong with my armor? Oh, pants died at one point. Okay, have to take care of that. Okay. Next we have Resorter Z. Resorter Z built a nice little mushroom farm down underground, got full armor and is doing well. Next we have the team of Lightbringer and Heatherbee. Lightbringer and Heatherbee, they started building a house, they did some tree cutting, they made bread, and they did some mining. Next we have the team of Nathan Pelton, aka Basket MC, Momo, aka Mom of Miners, Techna, aka Technoscribe, and Frank and Honest, aka Mike Deadman. Okay, they started out their episode in the Nether. Didn't have a lot of luck there. Could not find a fortress. Wandered around. Got some stuff in the Nether, but you know, mostly it was a bust. At one point, Nathan was on fire from a gassed fireball. Anyway, they came back to the overworld, worked on their farming a little bit. Somebody did some caving, and Nathan Pelton got blown up by a creeper. So Nathan is out, and they made a nice grave site for him. So that was good. I really appreciate it when teams make graves for their fallen members. Next we have the team of Psycho SFK and Crazy Kinsey. In day 3 they made pie. They put slabs over their pumpkin stalks to keep them from getting trampled, which I thought was a very clever idea that I didn't know about before, and I think I will try that on mine. They built a chicken pen, put chickens in it. They put down some torches in the area. They have a giant spruce tree farm, and they're trying to grow more of those giant spruce trees. And they had a little problem with the chicken pen, and they converted it to a chicken pit. So now they have a chicken pit. They worked on the perimeter fence, and Psycho tried to get a record, but did not succeed. I think it's even harder to get a record nowadays because creepers can blow up from proximity to not just players, but to any attacker. So a skeleton shoots at a creeper. If he's within 5 blocks of the creeper will explode. Okay, so if you're trying to get a record, you got to keep your skeleton and your creeper separated. Okay, next we have Jade LF. Jade made bread. She found some more red mushrooms. She went caving and got plenty of coal. She came up and did some tree cutting, and she got a potato from a zombie when she was in the middle of a really massive mob fight. Okay, next we have Black Belt Crafter. Black Belt Crafter tried to grow a giant mushroom. Didn't work. Something is going wrong there. You probably should check the wiki and see what needs to be done. He made bread though, so that was good. He planted a sapling on top of a spruce tree and bone mealed it, and it grew another spruce tree, but unfortunately it wasn't a really tall one, so maybe he'll be planting a third on top of that. I don't know. Next we have Boonslayer. Okay, Boonslayer can't remember how to make fence. There's a new recipe for that, by the way. Boone. He decided to go caving after he gave up on fence making, and while he was down in the cave, he got attacked by a horde of zombies. Baby zombies, big zombies, just bunches of zombies. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to retreat or survive, so the zombies killed him, and Boonslayer is out for this month. I'm really hoping he comes back next month because I'm really looking forward to seeing how he handles the challenge we're doing in April. April, by the way, this next month, April, is the 2-year anniversary of the MHC, so we're doing a special 2-year anniversary challenge. Okay, I'll be talking more about that in future episodes. Okay, next we have Wild Trekker. Wild Trekker plays of yeah, Wild Trekker of Wild Trekker Plays channel. He did some caving. He came up and expanded his farm. He made bread, and he started building a house, and he worked on putting a trench around the area, perimeter security trench. So next we have Nova Cookie 232. Nova Cookie made cake. So congrats on the cake. He went caving, came back up, decided to do some exploring, killed some zombies, and got a carrot. So awesome, carrot. Next we have a new player, and I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm gonna say Eyas the Bad. It is EYAS the Bad, and he did some exploring. He found the surface spider dungeon, the one close to the surface. I don't think he... Oh yeah, he did raid the chests. Okay. Came back and raided the chests. He did some farming. He started working on a perimeter wall. And he did some mining. Next we have Master Rudy. Master Rudy is building a high platform. And he also did some fishing. He's covered the top of his perimeter wall with leaf blocks to keep mobs from spawning on them. That's pretty clever. Next we have Bear Family 07. Bear Family 07 did some fencing, worked on the fence, found some red mushrooms, and cut down some trees. Next we have Velk. Velk added a second floor to his house and put a roof on it. He cut some trees, he made bread, he made pie, and he did some fishing. So he's doing good on food. Next we have Cherry Bitters. Cherry Bitters MC found the deep spider dungeon, the one down at the bottom. She also found the diamonds that are right next to him, and then she came back up to the surface and did surface stuff. Next we have PB of the PB Plays Inside channel. PB took a shovel and is leveling dirt, leveling land for preparing it for construction. She went down in the mines and found the deep spider dungeon. She got the diamonds, and she did some caving while she was down there. Next we have Tim Obert, aka Captain Hook 5150. He did some mining. He found the deep spider dungeon. He broke the spawner. He made bread, and he found the diamonds. Next we have Dad of the Kid Awesome 2 channel. Not my dad, but somebody's dad. And he made a long walk back from the plains to the base. Picked up some mutton on the way, some found mutton. And by the way, the found mutton thing, there'll be a rule change regarding that starting next month. Okay, but I'll explain all that later. He expanded his farm, but his farm doesn't have any water, so it's going to take a long time to grow wheat in his farm, even if he makes it big. So you might want to consider putting some water in your farm. Okay, and he did some mining. Next we have Badheart MC. Badheart MC went over to the surface spider dungeon, raided the chest, came back to base, made bread. Then he went down to the deep spider dungeon and raided those chests too. So he's got all that stuff. He was doing some caving, and a creeper snuck up on him and exploded. He's out of the challenge. Badheart MC was blown up by a creeper. So sad. Hope to see you back in April. which is going to be a lot of fun. Next we have Mr. Radio Gaming. Mr. Radio Gaming is back from recovering from his rule lapse. He took his carrot that he got last episode and made a nice little carrot farm, did some bone mealing. Then he took a shovel and started leveling land. Then he started working on a perimeter stone fence to fence off an area for safety. Then he went and did some mining. He ran out of food though, so he came up and harvested all of his carrots and ate all of them except one, which still wasn't enough food to for him to regen, but he's got his one carrot now that he can plant back and start his carrot farm all over again from scratch. And that takes care of the player update for day 3. Let me see. In my day 3 episode, I started on the cobble foundation for my Bear Lodge Forest Ranger Station, and I ran out of cobble before I had hardly even got anywhere. So then I went down and did some mining, got some cobble, and I think that was the end of the episode. That's all I got done, is this part of the foundation got started. So maybe next episode I will be able to finish the foundation and start working on the supports for the station. Okay, so this is Mike Deering and James signing out. Oh, and dog. I need to have a name for the dog. Any suggestions for dog names? And I have a lot of dogs, so a lot of names would be okay. So there's another dog there. There's 3 more dogs over here. Is that a dog? No. I think there's a dog over there too. Over there on the sidewalk. Okay. So, this is Mike Deering signing out again. See you all in day 4.